It was a morning so sunny that you needed to not wear a sweater. Jimmy and I were sitting there at the bus stop, eating our delicious chips. And I said to Jimmy, ooh, I could use some sensational salt to go on my chips. It just explodes when you have that sensational salt. So he's like, sure. And I'm like, do you see those cups over there? Because it's kind of a shady area, kind of not where two little school kids should be sitting alone without any supervision. He's like, that's right, I see him too. I'm like, let's do it. And we did this awesome handshake that was so unmoist that our hands didn't get sweaty for some reason. And we passed the salt to my hand. These two officers get out of the car. Officer Spence and Cheryl. They're holding hands when they came up to us. They were just friends, nothing more than friends. He comes up and says, son, I'm gonna need your name and address. And I said, Dad? And he's like, son, I've got no time to play games. And I said, alright. So I gave him my address. And I said, oh, it's just salt. Sensational salt. He's like, oh. Well, that's really good, because for a moment I thought you were doing something very illegal. I feel a bit like an idiot, and I'm like, don't worry, we all get like that. And then they walked off, holding hands like they were friends with benefits. My dad was already he went through 2 wives, so that was kind of weird. He had 2 wives beforehand. Weird. I gave him my address, and I said, you should come by sometime. He said, I'd like that. He winked at me